Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. And so I just did a video on toilet paper and how you might want to focus on other things before you focus on toilet paper, which is not to say toilet paper isn't something you want to consider. One of the things I talked about, the dangers of storing toilet paper, is mice, right? Mice will tear up your toilet paper. Trust me, it's happened to me a couple times. And so where do you store your toilet paper? Well, the first idea we had was to buy those galvanized trash cans. And then, because we were going to make some Faraday cages out of them anyway. And so, those are cool. They're metal, store it. They're light. You can put them where you want them until they're full. And that kind of thing. But, a galvanized trash can costs about $30. And so what we found, let me see if I can get it here, is these bad boys right here. These steel drums. Now, one of these held, I think this one held concentrated lemon juice, and the one over here held concentrated pineapple, right? We're not talking caustic chemicals here. The place that sold these had the barrels and the lids separate, so we had to do like fitting until we found them, and it wasn't as easy as you think. There's a lot of differences in the size of these bad boys. But we got each one of these for, I think, $17, definitely less than $20 a piece, for these metal steel containers with locking rims on them, right? And they're big, deep, and clean. They smell kind of nice. They've been power washed, but that's it. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna repaint them a little bit, just touch them up so that there's no rust spots on them. I'll hit it with that spray paint that changes rust, converts rust into a paintable surface, and then I'm gonna hit it with paint. Haven't decided what color yet. Probably a light color. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to start a hygiene drum, right? Now again, you want to store this kind of soft stuff in a metal container. Galvanized trash cans, I said, around $30. These things, less than that. And these hold more than a galvanized trash can. They're heavier, they don't have handles. Yeah, it's a trade-off. But I actually think you could take one of these bad boys, especially if you touched it up with paint, and then put it on something so water didn't pool around the bottom, maybe 4 rocks or something. I think you could make an outdoor cache with one of these. Paint it brown gray and stick it back somewhere and throw some branches on it. I think that would work. But what we're going to do is start a hygiene one. So we are going to put toilet paper in there. We're going to put soap in there. I think soap is more important than toilet paper. If you think of the lives lost in the history of mankind because of germs and the lack of proper hygiene, soap is the bomb. We know how to make soap. We teach how to make soap here. Buy soap. Soap is so cheap, and get the anti-germicidal kind of soap. I know using it day in and day out, there's things about that, about it not being good. It kills good flora. In the end times, when you're washing, infrequently, or when you need to clean out a wound or something, that's good stuff. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to designate one of these barrels as the, basically it's going to be like the bathroom barrel, right? We're going to put maxi pads in there. We're going to put toilet paper. We're going to put soap. And because, the round rolls of toilet paper aren't going to fill up exactly. There'll be gaps in there. And so we're going to fill those gaps with soap and stuff and other things. And we're going to fill this whole barrel up. And I'm going to keep an inventory and post it on the top. And, I quite frankly probably won't seal this metal rim every time because it's going to be in a weather-tight location. But then it'll just, buy a little every time you go shopping. We need some toilet paper, buy 2. We need some soap, buy 3, and then just throw the extras in here until it's full, seal that baby up, and it'll last forever, right? Toilet paper, maxi pads don't go bad. Dial soap, it's not going to go bad. It'll just get a little bit harder. You'll have it forever. It'll retain its integrity, and when times get hard, you can crack that barrel. All right, store your stuff safely. Consider these barrels. They're a lot cheaper than galvanized metal trash cans, and there's probably something to be said about making a Faraday cage out of one. More on that later. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I will see you out there.